Hey guys, hope you're doing good. In the previous video, we discussed about DF's soul shock and how she learns that she's in the twin flame journey and the deep spiritual connection that she shares with her DM. Now we will discuss about how DF accepts the journey and starts the inner work. When DF gets to know about the twin flame journey, she does a lot of research to know more and more about it because none of us has ever heard about it though we were using internet from many years. Never such videos popped up before. Never heard of such a term, right? She takes a lot of time to believe that such a journey really exists. The more she learns about the journey, the more she gets related to it and could connect the dots of all the puzzle she faced in her life. She can very well relate her life with this journey. The signs, symptoms, her nature, her relationship patterns, trauma, core wounds, childhood, karmics, her intuition, her manifestation power, the way DM comes into her life, the emotions that she experienced and shared with him, the pain of separation, every single thing is much related to the twin flame journey. After a long research for many days, after listening to multiple readers, their experiences, she finally trusts the existence of this journey. But now she starts wondering the journey is true for sure, but is she really a twin flame, which is a very rare journey? Is she really a chosen one? Is her DM her own soul in another body? Her quench to understand the depth of the journey doesn't vanish. So she invests a lot of time and energy in this because she wants to know the truth of her birth, life purpose, her connection with her DM, more importantly, her destination. Now, talking about my experience, I could 100% relate my life with this journey. All of the signs and symptoms till the separation phase, everything completely matched. But the doubt still doesn't go away because our logical mind accepts things only when we physically feel or experience it, right? But we get to experience the major, unique, strong signs and symptoms which exist only with twin flame journey only after we start the inner work. We experience magical things like the chakras getting activated, Mother Kundalini getting activated, release of karmics, receiving spiritual gifts, and many more only after a strong inner work is done. Unless a person doesn't experience these unique spiritual symptoms, it's difficult to believe that they are in this beautiful journey. So I understood that the only way to confirm that I'm in this journey is by starting the inner work. But my life situation didn't allow me to accept this journey in the first place. I felt that I should let it go. I didn't do the inner work for at least 2 to 3 months. I kept denying that I will let it go and live my normal life because I'm already in a 3D marriage contract and didn't want to create any kind of confusion in my life or hurt anybody. Just not that. My DM was single. I didn't want me to be a hurdle or hindrance in his life. I wanted him to move on and create a beautiful life for him. Though I didn't start the inner work, I kept learning more about the journey. I learned that in this journey, most of the time, either one or both the twin souls are married. But they couldn't resist this connection and they experienced the bubble phase. This made me come out of the guilt which I always had during the bubble phase. I'm in the marriage contract for around 13 years. For the first 6 years, my spouse was a big time karmic. My married life was very challenging, but I never gave up on this relationship anytime. Though there was a lot of exposure for me in the workplace, all of the possibilities. I was very disciplined and very loyal to my spouse. But now, when everything was going really very fine, I didn't know how DM came and my life changed upside down. I was in very guilt, but my emotions towards him was unmanageable, was out of control. I was so happy throughout the day. I was healing within. Now I understand why just talking to him for a few minutes gave me a lot of healing and I was very happy. I understand that I did nothing wrong. It was quite natural for me to feel that strong pull towards my own soul counterpart. The eternal bond that I shared with him from many lifetime or from the time our soul was created. Guys, I must say that my intuition was so strong. I kept telling my DM God brought him into my life for a very strong reason because I know myself. If not for him, this wouldn't have happened for anybody else. I'm a very disciplined, emotionally strong, ethical, loyal person with values towards relationship and family. I understood that it was all divinely guided and this is divinely guided journey. Meeting him, he coming into my life was a destiny. I couldn't have changed it. It was our soul's decision even before our incarnation to this earth. Realizing all of this definitely helped me to come out of the guilt. But still, I didn't want to take up the journey and create confusion in my and his life. So I ignored and tried to live a normal life. I really tried, but it wasn't possible. Your soul wouldn't allow you to be in peace. It will rattle, it will push your emotions beyond your limits. It's just not that. You will start getting triggers from the very people for whom you didn't want to accept the journey. It could be your spouse, kid. It gets even more painful, right? When you get triggers and it impacts your family peace. When you go through all of this, you understand that it's impossible to let go the journey. You cannot challenge the universe. You cannot do anything against the wish or the plan of divine. Then your ego shatters and you decide to do the inner work. Every DF story is unique. This is my own story. Glad to share it with you. Thank you guys. Stay connected.